What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. It is spring, and right now I just want to live in pastels and flowers and make a few cute crafts in miniature. Lately, I've gotten into journaling, like for a human, and I put together this kit that I can keep on my nightstand so I can do a little journaling before going to bed. I picked up this box that looks like a book at Target. It was $3. There were a few different designs. It's considered coffee table decor, and they have storage. Inside, I have a small journal, tape, binder clips, pens, tweezers, and of course, stickers. Because stickers make journaling so much fun. I am totally loving these, and I'm hoping Bella will draw me some of my own. And then I was thinking, if I like journaling, then totally my dolls should too. Let's start out by making a very easy journal. Let's take a piece of paper and fold it in half, then fold it in half again, and again, and again. Open it up and cut the paper on the lines. Now we're gonna do just a little more folding. Take the smaller rectangles and fold them in half, cut on the crease, repeat to make 6, take 5, stack them together, and fold in half. Cut cardstock that is slightly larger, fold it in half, make a copy. If you want all your mini books to be the same size, place the pages in the center, take a needle and thread, tie a knot at the end, make a hole going through the paper and the cardstock, come out the other side, then make another one going back through, tie a knot, trim off the excess, and I add a tiny dot of glue. While waiting for it to dry, take the last piece of paper and fold it in half, cut on the crease. To get 2 small pages, use them as a template to cut parchment paper. Then using markers, let's start with the green one, and draw some light little wispy stems, then some flowers. Yep, just little tiny simple flowers. Draw several to fill the pages, then carefully cut them out. And you can keep a wide border or try to get as close to the edge as you can. And we can just glue these into our journal to decorate the pages, or take some tape, place it onto the parchment paper, place the cutouts on top, making sure to leave space between them, then add more tape on top. Trim off the excess, then just rub the tape around the edges to make sure our pictures are sealed as closely as possible to make a miniature sticker sheet for our journal. When we're ready to use one, we just cut them out, leaving a border around the edge, then peel off the parchment paper, then stick it to the paper. And it stays like a real sticker. This is a very popular way of making stickers using stuff you might already have. Our little journal is now dry, however it doesn't really want to stay closed. So let's cut a thin strip of cardstock, cut a small piece, glue it to the end and wrap it around, making a little belt loop, trim off the excess, glue it to the front, wrap the other end around, and then through the loop, pulling it from the other side, then trim off the excess. I made mine a little bit of a point to make it easier to get through the loop. And let's add a tiny touch of gold paint and let that dry. Another option is to draw our pictures on a tablet. This is way more forgiving if we make a mistake. We can use different layers to just make it a little easier. Then shrink them down and print them out. I found some of Bella's artwork from earlier videos and the little drawing she did of me for Mother's Day. So I ended up making a whole printable for mini journaling, where we have a few sticker pages, scrapbook paper, and writing. We have a few journal pages that are already decorated and a few blank. Just cut out the cover at the top, glue the inserts onto cardstock or recycled paperboard, Cut them out and glue them into the printable cover, leaving a little space in between them and folding over and gluing down the tabs. Let's cover the inside with paper. I cut out the pages. I cut mine in sets of 2, and then I'm just going to fold them over, stack them all up, then glue down the spine. And I use a clip to hold it while it dries. While waiting, let's take a square of cardstock, draw a little swirl, cut it out, unfold the end of a paper clip, wrap the swirl of paper around it, trim off anything you might not need, and secure the end with glue. To make a tiny rose, take wire. Using round needle nose pliers, I bend it, go past the end, and bend it again. Go past the first hook and bend it again, then trim it to make a small paper clip where we can glue the flower onto the end. Then I colored the top edge with a marker and added a little water. I hot glued mine to the paper clip, and then I cut out a little paper leaf to glue in the back and seal it with a little clear nail polish. To make a decorative clip to hold our pages while journaling. Speaking of pages, these are now dry and we can glue them into the cover. I used a little tacky glue and I was pretty generous. Cut out the rest of the printables. So we have our miniature sticker pages that we could turn into stickers or just cut out and glue into the book. There are a few pages with writing and some small scrapbook paper. We can also use the included template on scraps of cardstock from other projects to make more mini scrapbook paper. Our printable journal is now dry, so we can start journaling. The pages in this book are single, and we have some that are decorated and some that are blank. Let's cut a small piece of the straw from the inside of a lotion or a soap bottle. It's still functional. I only took a little bit. Take a little tape. I cut it down a little, wrap it around the plastic tube. When I get to the end, I add another strip underneath, then continue rolling. Trim off the excess to make it even, to make a tiny roll of real working tape. We can take washi tape, wrap it around a larger piece of straw, cut and fold over the end, then carefully cut it into slices to make tiny rolls of washi tape. There we go. Ha ha! It works! And we were able to make several mini rolls at one time where we can really pull the tape off and use it. We can print out tiny pictures, cut them out, and actually tape them into our little journals. We can open up a Real Littles backpack that comes with miniature stationery and stickers. I got this plushy panda backpack on sale a while back, and this is a totally easy way to do some mini journaling. We get a tiny notebook and stickers that are already done, so no crafting required. All we have to do is peel them off, add them to the journal, then use the included pencil to write in the journal. Yeah. Personally, I just can't write small enough in these little journals. So I like to type things up, then we can just cut it out and glue it into the journal. However, this font isn't the easiest to read. So I made a few more in print, and yeah, I can read those. So we can just cut them out and keep them with the supplies like the stickers. I kind of love the idea of making a whole bunch of mini little journals. We can use faux leather for the cover. I cut a piece that's a little longer than our template so that it can wrap over the top. I round off the edges, cut a long, thin strip, take the stack of pages, sew them into the cover, just like before. Make 2 small cuts on the faux leather, pull the thin strap through them, make a small knot on the end to prevent it from going all the way through, then wrap it around the journal a few times and tuck the end in between to keep our faux journal closed when not in use. And these could make really cute gifts for the miniature enthusiast in your life. We have tape and stickers that really work, and tiny little journals that you can really journal in. Then on a piece of white cardstock, let's draw a 1.5 by 2-inch rectangle. Draw 1/2-inch tabs going all the way around. Cut it out. Fold on the lines. Cut 2 slits on the bottom creases. Repeat on the top, then fold them over and glue down. I cut a 1/2-inch strip of cardstock, and we're going to glue it around the edge for a little strength. Cut 2 rectangles that are slightly larger out of cardstock or recycled paperboard. I cut another piece at about a 1/2 inch. I take a scrap of fabric, glue them down, just like a book cover. Cover the inside with paper, push down on the creases, glue the box to the bottom and the side to make our own miniature book box where we can store our miniature journaling supplies, like the stickers, some tape, and even our journal. And Mini Brands Series 5 has a few office supplies that we can totally use as a prop for mini journaling, like the tape runner. Does this capsule have one? We have cake and a grocery store flyer? That should totally not count as a mini. Normally, when I am not looking for that tape runner, I find like a billion of them. Ramen. It's chicken flavor. Wait, this one feels promising. Is it the tape runner? Yes! And the last one is Bazooka Bubblegum. Let's just open up the tape to get the mini. I used a tiny drop of hot glue to keep it together, but now we can add it to our supplies. And yeah, happy journaling. Thank you for joining us while we made miniature journaling stuff that really works. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!